so yes, so we are on and we're good to go. Okay, so good evening to everyone joining here with us at Mathematics Resource Center. Today we'll be looking at another mock exam. So we're looking at Pepability 3 mock exam. So Pepability 3 mock exam, right? Or Pepability mock exam 3. Good, I get that part correct now. Yes. So we're looking at Pepability mock exam 3. So these are, as we did yesterday, some questions based on capability structure. Some might be past paper questions and others are just questions that fits into the structure. Now we're going to go through the solution. As yesterday, the persons, so today we're doing it a little different than yesterday. You ought to raise your hand if you want to answer a question, and I'll only take answer from those who raise their hands. All right. So if you raise your hand, if you want to answer a question, just raise your hand. So that gives us the opportunity to move a little faster, as some persons might not know the answer, might be struggling with a question. So I will not call on you if you do not raise your hand. I'll only call on the persons who actually raise their hand. All right. So if you want to answer a question, you just raise the hand. I see it, and then I give you the opportunity to answer. And yes, I'll be giving as much person as possible the opportunity to answer a question. Now let's get right into it. So you see my screen. That's good. All right, how was the test? Jaden, how did you find the test?
Miss, to me, miss, the test was okay, miss. It was quite a bit challenging and easy at the same time, miss, but it was okay.
Okay. All right, a bit challenging, be easy at the same time. All right, so if I look at the responses, and okay, so if I look at the responses based on the questions, so for question one, so 10 persons got that one correct. So that's good. Only one person got question one incorrect. Question two, okay, only 3 persons. Let's see which question. Okay, so question five, a lot of persons struggle with that one. Not, no, not question five, question three. Question four, not bad. Question 11, everyone got that correct. Question 6, okay, some persons struggle with that one. Question 7, 7. Question, question 7 and 8, persons struggle with that one. Question 9, not too bad. Question 10, some persons struggle. So let's see which 14, that's okay. Ooh, 15. All right, so we're going to be looking at the ones that challenge you the most. So 15 was a tough one, I see, for some persons, for most persons, I see. Oh, this one. It was question 20. All right, so spend a little time on question 20 as well as question 21. 21. Okay, so I take it that the test is fairly easy because most persons, when I'm looking at the questions, you don't have a lot of person not getting the questions correct. All right, so we're gonna go with the questions itself now. So we start with the first one. Let me see if I'm seeing any hands here. Okay, yeah, I see some hands. All right, good. Now I have Jaden. So, Jaden, you're going to be reading and answering questions for me until I see someone else volunteer. I have Tiana. I said Tiana and Jaden until someone else volunteers. So, Jaden, I start with you. You're going to do the first five questions, read the first five, and then Tiana is going to do the next five, and then Joshua is going to do the next five. All right, so we're going that pace as quick as possible. Read for me, Jaden.
Okay, miss. Cup is to coffee as bowl is to miss. I have B soup.
Good. And why did you put soup?
Miss, because coffee is a type of tea, miss, and soup is a type of liquid food that you eat in a bowl, miss, and coffee is a type of liquid that you drink out of a cup.
Okay, 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 beautiful, well done. Let's go with the next question, Jaden. You need to read the instruction, though you didn't read the instruction for the
Miss,
first one. All right?
miss, can you zoom in a little bit more, please?
Oh, definitely, I can.
Sir, okay, miss. Question two. Circle the correct word to complete the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Whisper is to shout, asleep is to awake. Miss A, awake. Miss?
Yeah, go ahead for me. Go ahead for me, Jaden.
Miss, miss, my answer is A, awake.
Your accent awake. Good.
Yes,
Awake
miss.
is correct. Well done. Let's go with the next one. And why did you put awake? Before you tell me the next one, why did you put awake?
Miss, because what I realized, miss, shout is the opposite of whisper, miss. So I would
Yeah,
want to find the opposite of sleep,
good
which
job.
is
Well
awake.
done. Well done. Well done. All right. Go ahead.
Question three. Circle the correct word to complete the sentence. Pen is the poet as needle is the miss. I have D. Taylor.
Why did you put Taylor?
Miss because a poet use a pen and
Uh-huh.
a tailor use a needle to sew and a poet use a pen to write.
Ah, beautiful. So we're talking about the person that uses this thing. So you say pen is the poet as neither is the, oh yes, we use threading needle. But when you look at the relationship between the pen and the poet uses the pen. So who uses the needle? The tailor. Well done. Continue. Continue. Oh, sorry. Number four.
Yes, miss. Question four. Circle the correct word to complete the sentence. Tangerine is the tree as pumpkin is the miss. I have C vine.
Mm-hmm. So C, so vine. So tangerine is the tree as pumpkin is the vine. And why did you put vine?
Miss, because tangerine grows on tree, miss, while pumpkin grows on vine.
Pumpkin grow on vine. So, right? So the first one says chocho. Can't be chocho. Tangerine is the tree as pumpkin is the chocho. Flower, flower. But there's no relationship with flower and pumpkin. Pumpkin not even have a flower. So you keep on doing your elimination if you're not sure about the answer. until I get the answer. Well done, my darling. Go with the next one.
Question 5. Cir- Question 5. Circle the correct word to complete the sentence. Water is the pipe as electricity is to Miss I have see you wire.
Why you say wire?
Miss, because water have to come through a pipe, miss, and electricity has to go through a wire to go to places, miss.
Awesome. All right, so I go with Tiana. Tiana, question 6. Well done. Is that Jaden? Was it Jaden that just did those answers for me, Jaden?
What they said, miss?
Okay, well done, Jaden. You did a lovely job. All right,
Yes,
beautiful
miss.
reading, superb, and your explanation on point. You did exceptionally well on those questions. Let's go, Tiana, my darling.
In the sentence below, a phrase is underlined. Select one word from the options which can best replace the underlined phrase. My aunt asked me to put the knives, forks, and spoons on the table. A. Cookery. B. Plattery. C. Chinaware. D. Cutlery. Miss, I chose D, Miss.
YG.
Miss, because cutlery is the suitable words is a suitable word to replace knives, forks, and spoons, Miss.
Okay, so exactly. Nothing I need to add to that. Well done, my darling. Let's go. Number 7.
In the sentence below, a phrase is underlined. Select one word from the options which can best replace the underlined phrase. The lion is a big animal that lives on the flesh of others. A. Reptile. B. Carnivore. C. Scavenger. D. Beast. Miss, my answer is B, Miss.
Your answer is D.
Miss B. My answer is B.
Well, okay, well done. Why did you select B? Tell me, why is it it's not reptile? So let's look at the other option. Why is it it's not reptile?
Miss,
Why is it the answer could not be reptile?
Miss, it's because it's not.
Because it, okay, so you say because it's not, because what is not?
Miss, because it's not talking about what the lion is, Miss.
Oh, okay, okay. I get you. Yes, yes. Okay, from that perspective, good. Hmm. Why is it not a beast? What makes you choose? If you were supposed to choose between thinking about carnivore and beast, beast eats, beast eats. What does beast eat? Or if you think about scavenger, why would you say, oh, it's not a beast or it's not a scavenger? Anything that comes to your mind that would say, oh, it can't be a beast. Big animal that lives on the flesh of others. What would stir you to not think that it's scavenger and to not think that it's beast? Because some persons have put scavengers and some persons have put beast. Anything that you would want to tell your classmate that they should think about, or anyone else wants to add in to say, what can you tell your classmates? So if they see this question again, they can remember that, oh, don't look at it this way, so that if you look at it this way, you'll always remember the answer and not put the incorrect answer to be scavenger or beast. Anyone wants to share?
Miss, because Miss, the reason why I chose carnivore is because it said the lion lives on the flesh of others, and a carnivore is an animal that eats meat.
Mm-hmm. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. All right, well said. All right, so a carnivore is an animal that eats meat. And then when you see a question like this, when it talks about live on plants, live on the flesh of animals, always start thinking about carnivore, omnivore, and what's the next one?
Herbivore, Miss.
Awesome, well done. The carnivore, omnivore, and herbivore. Good job. Now let's go with number 8, my darling.
In the sentence below, a phrase is underlined. Select one word from the options which can best replace the underlined phrase. The captain inspected the back of the ship. A. Deck. B. Mast. C. Stern. D. Bow. Miss, my answer is C, Miss Stern.
Third. All right. So for the other persons who are on now, I want you all. I know that Nika, you have done this already, right? So Nika, you don't need to do this part because I know I did it with you. I know I did it with Wayne, I think already. So if you haven't done it, it's write down all of those words for me. Quickly write down the words: deck, mast, stern, and bow. Write down those words and get your dictionary. And I'll be calling on persons to give me the definition of each of those words. So let's go. It is 44 minutes past 4. At 48 minutes past 4, you have 1 minute to get all of those definitions in your book. You don't know who I'm going to be calling on, so everyone must, capital letters for the word must, highlight it in bold and put that in red. Everyone must be writing these definitions if you do not have them in your book. Quickly, get your dictionary or you go to Google and you write down the meaning for death, the meaning for mast, the meaning for stern, and the meaning for bow as it relates to a ship. All right, so in relation to a ship. Shawena, can you tell me the instruction? What we're supposed to be doing now?
Oh, my name's called.
Shawena,
Yes, Miss.
can you tell me the instruction? What are we supposed to be doing now? Josiah, what are we supposed to be doing now, Josiah?
Yes, could you repeat?
What is it that everyone's supposed to be doing now?
Yes, finding the meanings of these words.
Good. Thank you, honey. Cameron,
Yes,
Cameron.
miss.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm doing fine, miss.
Okay, what are we supposed to be doing now?
Reviewing the test.
Reviewing the test. And what aspect, what is it, what instruction was given to everyone just now?
To find the definition of the word.
Okay. And did you go for your dictionary?
No, miss, I was gonna check in Google.
So you said was going to. Why haven't you started? Where's your writing book?
Wait, what did you say, miss?
Where's your writing book, Cameron?
It's right here, miss.
Okay. And do you have your pen or your pencil?
No, miss, I still need to get it.
What are you waiting for, Cameron? Hmm? Mm, Go get your pen or your pencil and get back as quick as possible and start writing the definitions. Okay, darling? Take one.
Yes, miss.
What are we supposed to be doing now?
Finding the meaning of these words.
Okay, tell me the first word that you see there.
Desk,
And tell me, what was that word again?
deck,
And tell me the second word.
mask,
Tell me the third word.
stern,
Tell me the fourth word.
bow,
Absolutely amazing. Well done. Good pronunciation. Continue working, darling. Jermaine. Jermaine Johnson. Michaela.
Yes, miss.
Read me the definition of the word deck.
Okay, miss. Miss, a floor of a ship, especially the upper open level extending for the full length of the vessel.
Well done. Thank you, Michaela. Awesome. Good reading. Take one. Take one.
yes, miss.
Tell me the definition of the next word. What is the next word?
Mast,
Tell me the definition for mass.
a tall upright post bar or other structure on a ship or boat in sailing vessel, general carrying a sail or sails.
Wow, lovely. Well done. Good reading. Nice. Thank you, Take one. Tiana, read me the definition for the next word.
The stern is the back or aftmost of a ship or boat.
Good. And Jelani, read me the definition for the last word.
Yes, miss. The meaning of bow is the forward part of hull of a ship or boat.
Awesome. All right. Good reading, Jelani. Good reading as well, Tiana. Absolutely amazing. All right. So we know the meaning of the words. So when they say the captain inspect the back of the ship, everyone there's no one you can all I'll take a course answer for this. When they say they inspect the back of the captain inspect the back of the ship, the back of the ship is which part of the ship? It's called the what? Anyone can unmute.
Is the stern?
It's the back of the
Stern.
ship is called the
Stern,
stern.
miss.
The stern,
Good.
miss.
Stern. Good. Now question 9. Tiana, continue.
In the sentence below, a phrase is underlined. Select one word from the options which can best replace the underlined phrase. The person who performs operations must have steady hands. A. Surgeon. B. Sergeant. C. Doctor. D. Priest.
Don't give
Miss,
me
my
the answers yet.
answer.
Don't give me the answers yet. Everyone take your dictionary, write down the word surgeon and write down the word surgeon. Write down those words. Write down the word surgeon, surgeon, and
Miss?
surgeon. Write down those two words and write
It's
the
a
definition for them for me. I'm not taking the answers, yes? I want you to write down those two words and write the definition. I'm not taking the answers yet. Write down those two words and write the definition in your books. All right, someone have a question? Bye-bye. All right. So I'm going to go with the first definition for the word surgeon. Surgeon, Surgeon. And I'm going to take that definition from Michaela.
Yes, Miss.
Read me the definition that you have written down for surgeon. Who is a surgeon?
Okay, Miss. A medical practitioner.
You want to go
Miss.
again? Go again, Michaela. Michaela,
Yes, Miss.
read us the definition again. We got a
A
little.
medical practitioner qualified to practice surgery.
Okay, big word, practitioner. Right. Spell that word for me, practitioner.
Practitioner.
Okay, well done. Now everyone go ahead and add that word to your vocabulary list. If you go ahead. So let's go again. Spell that word for me again.
PRACTITIONER.
Hold on. Come on. Hold on. Come again. Because I think earlier when I heard it. Hold on just a sec.
Should I spell it again?
Go again. Okay.
PRACTITIONER.
Good job. Yes, you're correct. You're correct. All right. Well done, my darling. So everyone should have added that word to their list. And now she's going to read it one more time for us to add that word to our vocab list. Read it one more time.
A medical practitioner qualified to practice surgery.
All right. And you see how Michaela is pronouncing her words and using those words and being able to read them. That's how I want everyone to be able to get to that level where you can read those words boldly. All right. A medical practitioner, right? Who is able to perform surgery. So that's a surgeon. And now I'm going to ask Josiah. Is it Josiah? Josiah, who is a surgeon? Josiah, who is a surgeon?
Yes, miss. My meaning of surgeon is that they perform operations. Surgeon, sorry. A rank of non-commissioned officer in the Army or Air Force.
All right. So you see the word surgeon and sergeant sounds similar, yes, and they are close in spelling to a little extent, yes. So I want you to know to be able to see surgeon and read surgeon as surgeon and sergeant as sergeant and know the difference between the two. All right. So in this question, that's where you might have a little hiccup because of that. It might be because of pronunciation. And two, it could be that you do not know the meaning. So now we know the meaning. I'm going to uh go over to Nika. Nika, can you tell me what the answer for this question is?
A.
A. All right. And why did you select A, Nika?
A surgeon is a person who operates in operation.
Mm-hmm. Well done, my darling. Well done, Nika. Okay, Tiana. Tiana, read the last question for me this is your fifth question. So let me make this bigger. Yeah, go ahead, Tiana.
From the four answer choices, choose the picture that would go in the empty box so that the two bottom pictures are related in the same way as the top two are related.
All right, so I'm going to zoom out a bit so you can see the options. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Miss, my answer would be A, Miss, the nail, Miss.
Why did you select A?
Miss, because the two top pictures at the top, Miss, there are two instruments, Miss. So they're related, Miss, as musical instruments, Miss. And the bottom picture is a tool, Miss. So the nail would be with the hammer. So they are both two tools, Miss.
Okay. So you've said something good when you say they they are all tools. When you talk about them being tools, and you talk about the guitar and the horn being musical instruments. So when you think about a tool, yes, think about tool and look at the options that you have there again. Think about tool and look at the options that you have there again. So you said they are both tools. But when you think about tool, look at the options that you have there again as you think about the word tool.
Miss,
Mm-hmm.
Miss, Miss, can you repeat?
So you said earlier that the guitar and the horn are both musical instruments. And then now the hammer is a tool that a carpenter would use. Which other image there shows another tool? Look, do you see any other tool there? Since we're looking at tool, let's look for another tool.
Miss, Miss a saw, Miss?
Exactly. So yes, I understand that you use a hammer to drive a nail, but you also use a hammer to drive a nail into a board. So you could have made the relationship with say, okay, it could have been hammer, drive, you use a hammer for the nail, but it's not. Use a hammer for the board. Mm-mm. Tools, the saw is a tool. Musical instruments and tools. That makes sense?
Yes, Miss.
All right, let me double check this
Miss,
question to see
Miss,
what the answer.
I put in saw, but it showed that it was incorrect.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking that might have been the issue there. So let me change that, and then you will see your grade changing as well. So I think this one would have had an error there. Yes. So, all right. So I will make the adjustment now, and you'll see that adjustment being reflected on your paper immediately. All right. So that should be B. We'll take that out and we'll go there. Good. Now, if we go up to our grades, if we go back on it, then we'll see it will show the difference. Now let's go down to question 11. And question 11, we're gonna start with Cameron. So Cameron, have you read as yet, Cameron?
No, but I have not done any questions.
Go again,
And I actually got this wrong. I have not
Cameron.
done any questions. Miss, can you hear me?
Go again, honey. Have you read for me as yet?
No, miss.
Okay, go ahead and read the
I have
next
not.
time.
I got this one wrong, and I know why.
All right, so let's see what you have learned from that which you have done. Read the question, read the instruction, and then tell us what happened.
Um, from the four answer choices, choose a picture that will be in the empty box so that the two bottom pictures are related in the same way the top two are related. Um, I chose C, and apparently the answer was B because that was a feather.
Okay, so okay, so tell me now. So the answer is D. Yes. So tell me what's the relationship
And
between the two image at the top, and then why did you say
because
the feather would go with the next image?
um, I realized that trees drop leaves and ducks drop feathers. And I chose C because the ducks and swans are both animals, so I got that one wrong.
Go again, honey.
Um, trees drop leaves and ducks uh,
All right, Cameron. So the answer is D. All right. Can you continue or do you have to go? All right. So while we're waiting, Cameron,
can
we'll
continue, Miss.
okay, you can continue. Okay. Okay, go
From
with
the
question.
four
Go ahead.
answer choice. What did you say, Miss?
Go with that question. Read that one for me. Go ahead, honey.
Um, from the four answer choices, choose a picture that will go in the empty box so that the two bottom pictures are related in the same way as the top two are related. I actually chose C for this one again. Because
Explain
that went on. I thought that went on tires. I didn't know it was on a car instead of tires.
Okay. So tell me why is it you think it's a car now?
What did you say, Miss?
Why is it you think the answer is a car and not a tire?
I said I did think the answer was a tire and not a car.
Okay. So what is the correct answer?
The answer was D, Miss.
And why is it D?
I do not know, Miss.
Anyone here wants to explain no why it's D and would like to help us out?
Me, Miss.
Go ahead, honey.
Miss, because the paddle is used to paddle the boat, miss, while the steering wheel is used to no, miss, the paddle is used to move the boat while the steering wheel is used to move the car, miss.
That's a steering wheel?
Mm-hmm. That's a steering. Right? So instead of
I
saying
didn't know.
no, what I would say is that because the tire is used to move the car, so I would say steer. Go
Miss,
back
can
to
I
the
go,
question.
Miss?
Yeah, Michaela, go ahead. Tell us what you think.
Miss, the paddle is used to steer the raft, Miss, and the wheel is used to steer the car. The steering
Absolutely,
is used to steer the car.
absolutely amazing. Well done. Let's go with number 13. Cameron.
From the four answer choices, choose a picture that would choose a picture that would go in the empty box so that the two bottom pictures are related in the same way as the top two are. I chose B.
Mm-hmm. Tell me why you chose that one.
Because the top picture was showing an older version of the child.
All
And when
right.
categories get older, they
Uh-huh.
turn into butterflies.
Ah, lovely. Lovely. Nothing else I need to add on to that. Beautiful. All right, let's go with number 14, Cameron.
Um, Number 14. From the four answer choices, choose a picture that would go in the empty box so that the two bottom pictures are related in the same way as the top two are. I chose C.
Okay, why did you choose C?
I chose C because the image on the left is just whatever that shape is, it's blue. And, and it was turned white and black. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just assuming that it would be the same as the one on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the answer was C.
All right. Good job. Anyone else want to share another idea of how you got your answer for this one, number 14?
Can I go?
Sure. Go ahead, Michaela.
Miss, well, for the right, to the left, the image on the left is a exact copy of the one on the right, but the one on the left was turned to white and a black dot was added in the middle. So the other shape would have been turned to white and also a black dot added in the middle.
Well done. Well done. Good job. All right, let's go, Cameron. This is your last one. Go ahead.
I got this one wrong.
That's all right. Read it for me.
I was thinking I thought it was 15. If a droplet of water falls from a pipe every 20 seconds, how many droplets of water have fallen from the pipe in 5 minutes?
All right.
I chose C because 20 times 3 is 60.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did 3 times 5.
Okay.
And the 3 times 5 is 15.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently that's not how you get your answer because I got it wrong.
Okay.
And I don't know how I got 5 for an answer.
All right. So, does anyone know how we would work this question out?
Miss, also I put 15 for my answer, Miss, and it marked it wrong.
All right. Did anyone get it correct? All right. So let's go through this one together. Just a sec. Let me come off this. Oops. Okay, I'm trying to get the screen up to write on it. Um, mm, take one. Take one. Take one. All right. All right, so read the question for me again, Cameron.
Um, if I have a droplet of water, if a droplet of water falls from the pipe every 20 seconds, how many droplets of water could have fallen from the pipe in 5 minutes?
So
And
every 20
take one
seconds,
house trying to
every 20
drain.
seconds. All right, so we're listening
Um,
now. We're listening. So
I need that.
every 20 seconds.
hold on. Your microphone muted, Cameron. Same for you, take one.
Miss,
Mute your microphone for
miss,
me.
Yes, sir.
miss.
Mute your
Can you
microphone
hear
for
me?
me. Mute your microphone for me, Cameron. So you're listening now. Thank you, darling. Good. So every 20 seconds, a droplet of water falls from the pipe, right? So here we are, we put a bucket, and this bucket, we're going to say, okay, let it catch the drippings. So 20 seconds, a droplet falls, another 20, another droplet, another 20, another droplet, another 20, another droplet. How many 20s will it take for me to go to 1 minute?
3.
3. Good. So this here is already 1 minute. So that's 3 drops of water. All right. And here again, we have another 3 drops of water. So that's another minute. So we can put beside here. See if I can make this smaller. So we can put here 1, 1 minute. Good. And down here, it's another minute. All right, so we're going to go with 3 waters again. So 3 droplets of water, 3 droplets of water. And this is also another what? Another what?
Minute.
Another minute. And we go with 3 droplets of water again. 1, 2, so go with another 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's a minute there and a minute there. How many minutes have we gone so far?
4.
4. All right. And we go with another minute now. Why are we going with another minute? How many minutes did they say?
5.
So go with another minute. 1, 2, 3. All right. So every minute, every 20 seconds, there's a drop of water from the pipe. Now, 3 20 seconds make what?
1 minute.
Absolutely amazing. So we have 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Now let's count the amount of droplets that we have. How many droplets do we have?
15.
15. So the answer is 15. So if you got it incorrect, I am making the correction now. All right. So I change
About
this out.
15.
And if you got 15, then it will be corrected on your paper as being correct. All right, let's go with this one now. All right, so number 16, Jelani, read for me. Jelani. Nika, read for me.
For every classroom is 2 stars if a student gets 90 and above, and 1 star if a student gets 80 and 89%. A student got 4 classwork and earned a total of 5 stars. Which of the following code represents this score?
Well done, Nika. Good reading. Now, who would like to explain to me how we get this answer? How would we go about getting the answer for this question? Anyone? Anyone can explain? You can unmute and explain to me what the answer is and how you got your answer.
Miss, for my answer, I got B.
Okay, why is it you selected B?
It's because it says for every class work given, a teacher gives 2 stars if a student gets 90% and above, 1 star if a student gets 80% to 89%.
Mm-hmm.
So Missy says a student got 4 classwork and earned a total of 5 stars. So first, Miss, I looked for a one with 5 stars. So A couldn't be the answer because two of the star, 85% would be 1 star, 87% would be another star, but the 90% will give you 2 more stars, so that
Mm-hmm.
4 stars. Yo. Could you add the 60% because it says 80% to 89. That simply means that if you get below 80%, you won't get a star.
Good
So
job.
now I
We'll take
moved
one
on.
too. Good job.
I moved on to B.
Mm-hmm.
I checked it like I checked the first one. I saw 90%. That's 2 stars. 95%, another 2 stars.
Mm-hmm.
The 60% would not value any stars, and the 85% will value 1 star. So that's 5 stars in B.
Well done. Lovely. Amazing. All right. Good job. All right. So we go down to the next one now. Nike is still going to be reading for me. Go ahead, Nika.
Can you repeat me?
Go ahead and read this one for me.
Which number?
All right. Which number replaces the question mark? What is the answer, Nika?
Miss Hunter, is it A?
A. All right. You want to tell me why you selected A?
I did not.
Okay. Anyone want to tell me what the answer is?
Miss, can I tell you, Miss?
Yes. Go ahead.
Miss, the answer is B, Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Miss, because from you look at the first, Miss, because when you look at the first triangle, Miss, you can see there's 3 numbers. No, 4 numbers, 10, 0, 0 in the middle, 4 and 6. Miss, what I look at 4 and 6, Miss. I look at 0 and I see that the 0 cannot add up to anything. So I look at the 4 and the 6. When I add the 6 and the 4, I match it up to 10 and add it up to 10. And I did that same method with the triangle 2, miss. But this time it wasn't this, it was the same method, miss, but it was, I add 5 to it to get my answer, miss.
Okay, so
The
you said
middle
you do
number, miss.
3 plus 1, which gives you
It's 4, miss.
4. So you add 5 to it to give you
9, miss.
All right. And what did you do with the last one now?
Miss, for 2 and 3, I had 2 and 3,
You add
which will give 5.
which gives 5.
And then I look at the answers, the given answers that they give,
Right.
and I realized the answer was 2 because when I add 2 to 5, it gave me 7. So B was the answer, miss.
Good. And just to add, well done. Well done. Absolutely amazing. Just to add, another way you could have looked at it is that you're
Miss, can I tell
subtracting.
you another way, Miss?
Yes, go ahead.
Miss, so first you do 10 take away 6 gives you 4, and 4 take away 4 gives you 0. And then
Okay,
you
so
go
10 take away 6 equal 4, and 4 take 4 equals 0. Good job.
to get the middle number, Miss. And then you say 9 take away 3 is 6, and 6
9
take
take
away
3 plus 6, 6 take 1 equal.
5 in the middle. So now we are going to say 7 take away 3 is 4, and then 4 take away 2 is 2.
Absolutely amazing. Well done. All right. Good job. Good job. Absolutely amazing explanation. Well done, my darlings. All right. So we're going to scroll down to number 18. Go for me, Nika. All right. I'm not hearing Nika. So anyone wants to read for me? Go ahead and read.
Miss, can I read, miss?
Sure. Go ahead,
Can I
Taylor.
Paul, who is 54 years old, is 3 times older than his son, Daniel. Daniel is 2 years older than his sister, Leah. How old is Leah? A. 16, B. 18, C. 20, and D. 49.
Mm-hmm. All right. So A. All right. So what would be your answer?
Miss 16, miss.
16. Why did you select 16?
Miss, because it said that Paul is 54 years
Mm-hmm.
old, is 3 years older than his son Daniel. So
Mm-hmm.
I divided 3 by 54, miss,
So
which will give me
they said, hold
18,
on.
miss.
Paul is 54 and is 3 times older than his son Daniel. So what did you do?
Miss, I divide 3 by 54, miss.
You divide 54 by 3. So let's do that division together. All right. So hold on a second now. Let's do that division together. So we divide 54 by 3. When we divide 54 by 3, what do we get?
Miss 18, miss.
18. So 3 into 54 goes 18 times. So say 3 into 5 goes 1. And then we say 1 times 3 give us 3. We
Yes,
do a
miss.
subtraction, give us a 2 there. Bring down our 4. And we say 3 into 24 goes how many times?
8 times, miss.
8 times. 8 times 3, 24. And we
24.
do our subtraction, so that's 18. All right. So just for anyone who is working and not so sure, then that's how we come by our 18 there. All right. So continue for me.
Miss, it said Daniel is 2 years older than his sister Leah. So
Mm-hmm.
I add the no, I divide the two since Daniel is 2 years older than his sister. Then I divide no, I subtract the
Mm-hmm.
2 by the 18, which will give me 16.
So we subtract 18 minus 2 give us 16. That means,
That his sister is 16 years old, miss.
well done, my darling. Absolutely amazing. All right. So we are on track with doing that bit. All right. Let's go down. Question 19. Someone read question 19 for me.
Which word does not belong with the others?
Yes, your mic is muted.
Who read for me?
Miss, I'll read.
Okay, go ahead and read.
Question 19. Look for the word that does not belong in the same group as the others. Which word does not belong with the others? Miss, I put slice.
Why?
Paris, you're gonna have 10% on your phone. And 10% is not gonna bring you anywhere anyway, so you're just gonna take the TV from me. You're gonna take the TV from me anyways, because 10% is nothing. Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. So remember, you need to keep your microphones muted if you're not responding to a question. All right. So we go with that question. I'm going to pass the question over to Jaden. Jaden, look for the word that does not belong in the same group as the others. Which word would you say that is?
Yes, miss.
So which word does not belong in the same group as the others?
Miss, I have D, slice.
Slice. All right. And why did you select slice?
Miss, because the rest of them is a form of seed.
Mm-hmm. So the core, we have the core, we have the seed, and we have the pulp. All right. Good.
Yes, miss.
Let's go with the next question. Jaden, read the next question for me.
Okay, miss. Look for the word that does not belong in the same group as the others. Which
Mm-hmm.
word? Which word? Which word does not belong with the others? Unique, beautiful, rare, and exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
Miss, I have C, rare.
Mm-hmm. All right. So why did you select C?
Miss, because unique, beautiful, and
Mm-hmm.
exceptional, miss, are, I think, miss, that are words that mostly stand out, miss, while rare is a word that stand back, miss, because it's very hard to find.
Mm-hmm. All right. So unique, beautiful, exceptional, so rare,
Miss, I chose beautiful.
All right. So why did you choose beautiful?
It's because unique, rare, and exceptional are hard to find while you can find beautiful stuff like in everyday life.
Okay. Anyone else want to tell me what you chose and why? All right. So as who's the last person that spoke? Anyone else want to tell me what you chose and why you chose it? All right, so as the last person says, right? Unique. When you have something that's unique, it's one of a kind, yes? And rare, it's one of a kind again. And when you have somebody performing exceptionally well, it's one of a kind, they have exceeded the mark. So beautiful, you actually said you can find a lot of things that's beautiful, but so the answer would be B. Let me see. Okay, good. So the answer is B. All right, let's go with 21. Read for me, Jaden. Read for me, Jaden. All right, Josiah, read for me.
Question 21. Look for the word that does not belong in the same group as the others. Which word does not belong with the others? Evaluate, assesses, appraise, instruct.
And which word do you say?
Miss, I'd say I put instruct, I mean appraise, I put appraise.
Mm-hmm. Why appraise?
And I had gotten that one wrong.
Okay, so now what everyone is going to do, go to your dictionary, write down the definition of all three of those words, four of those words. Evaluate, assess, appraise, instruct. Everyone writing the words and the definition for them in your book. What are we expected to be doing right now? Take one. Michaela, what are we expected to
Yes.
be doing? Oh, go ahead, take one.
Miss finding the meaning of the word. Then, miss.
Good job. Go ahead, Michaela.
Miss, finding the meanings of the four words.
Thank you, darling. All right, let's go with the definition. What is the meaning of the word evaluate?
Miss,
Go ahead, take one. You can go ahead, take one. Go ahead, honey.
okay, Miss. Mrs. said, from an idea of the amount of number or value for a seed.
Go again.
Mrs. said, from an idea of the amount, number, or value of a seed.
Spell that last word for me.
ASSESS.
A was ASS.
ESS.
Oh, assess. Okay, okay, good. All right, so that ASSESS is assess. All right, okay, good. So they gave you from a mathematical point of view. All right, Jelani, read your definition for evaluate for me. Jelani. Go ahead, Tiana, read your definition for evaluate for me.
Yes.
Read your definition for evaluate for me.
Yes. Evaluate is a form and idea of the amount, number, or value of assets.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's the same thing that's take one has. All right, so evaluate. Another way to look at evaluate is that you're coming, as it says, you're going to assess something, you're going to check it, you're going to see if it's done properly. So I'm coming to evaluate the job that you have done, right? Or to, they would say evaluate, they would say evaluate, or yes, sort of, yeah. So they're coming to, so when you evaluate something, you check it to see if it works, if it's done properly, what is happening with it. All right, assess. Give me a definition for assess, Nika. Give me a definition for assess, Nika.
And give it to you.
Paris.
Oh, this is not Paris. This is Cameron.
Okay, Cameron. So when you enter in my lesson, you enter quietly, sir. So if you enter again with any outburst and you unmute your microphone when you're not supposed to be unmuting your microphone, then that means that Miss Hunter is going to be quite upset. She's not upset now, but when she's upset, then she's going to put you out of the lesson for today because you're not following the guidelines of the lesson. Does that make sense? Yes. Yes, Cameron.
What did you say, Miss?
So let me go again now, honey. When you're entering the lesson, you enter the lesson with your microphone muted and no outbursts in the lesson, right? So if you do that again, or when you're not answering a question, you're expected to mute your microphone. Now, when you don't mute your microphone, you affect the entire lesson. You understand that, right? Yes?
Yes, Miss.
All right. So to avoid Miss Hunter getting upset and a bit miserable and putting you out of the lesson for today, please ensure you follow those instructions. So microphone should be muted when you're not answering a question, and just stay muted unless you're answering a question. And if we are joining the lesson, we make sure our microphone is muted so that we do not disrupt the lesson. Is that okay?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, thank you, darling. Now, Nika, read me the definition of the word assess. Okay, Jaden, read me the definition of the word assess. Okay, Josiah, read me the definition of the word assess.
Miss, for my assess meaning, I got evaluate or estimate the nature, ability, or quality of something.
Okay, so we hear the word evaluate coming again, and we hear the word assess come out in evaluate. So we know that those two belong together. So we know that the word evaluate belong with the word assess because they are both intertwined. You hear the word assess come out when we talk about evaluate, and we hear the word evaluate when we talk about assess. Now let's look for the word appraise. Give me the definition of the word appraise, Josiah.
Miss,
Josiah, give me the definition of the word appraise. Do you have the definition, Jaden?
yes, Miss.
Go ahead, honey.
Miss, if you were calling me, Miss, I did went to do and some Miss, I did go to do something, Miss. That's why I wasn't getting nothing from me, Miss.
Okay, that's okay.
To up to appraise, to estimate. Oh, Miss,
Yes, go ahead, honey.
Miss, I look up the definition of appraise, Miss, and it gave me something different, Miss. It gave me appraise.
And what did it say?
Miss, for appraise, Miss, it said he will apprise the client for information one. He will apprise the client of the fee. Num Information two, to estimate the price or value of
Okay,
appraise the diamond, appraise
okay,
real estate.
okay, okay. All right, so to estimate. So you say you got the word apprise. How is apprise spelled?
Miss, appraise is spelled APPRISE.
All right, good. And appraise is spelled?
APPRAISE.
So now that you have apprise, I want you to go ahead now and find the word appraise. And it's good that
Mrs.
you said
Appraiser,
that.
Mrs. Appraiser, type in, Miss.
But if you type in the word appraise, APP or AISE. So appraise, and it says assess the value of the value, assess the value or quality of. All right. So if you type it in again into Google search, you'll see the definition
Yes.
coming up. All right.
Yes, miss. I see that at the top of it, miss. Assess the value of.
Right. All right. So good. So you hear the word assess coming out again. Now let's look at the definition of the word instruct. Tell me the definition of the word instruct.
Miss,
Tell me the definition of the word instruct.
miss, miss. Out of my knowledge, means the definition of instruct, miss, is like when you tell someone to do something, miss, like step by step.
Uh-huh. Okay. And I love the fact that you said when you tell someone to do something step by step, I love that you said it. Oh, it's when you tell someone to do something step by step. And I love the fact that you said from my knowledge. So that means that yes, you are actually drawing reference to what you already know instead of going to the dictionary. And that's beautiful. Now, when you instruct, as you said, is to tell someone to do something. The rest of it, evaluate, assess, appraise, is you checking what someone have done, right? So which does not
Yes,
belong would be instruct. Let me check to see if the answer, yes, so instruct. All right, so
yes,
that one
miss.
answer was correct.
Yes,
Now
miss.
let's go with, I'm gonna pause here for now, let you get a break because I know we have been going for a while now. You're gonna take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to finish these questions. We're not going to be doing mock exam 2 today. We're at mock exam 4. We'll do mock exam 4 on Tuesday. So on Tuesday at 4 o'clock, we'll have another session, right? So you don't need to make any payment for Tuesday. It is a continuation of today, right? So for the persons who are here today, and for those persons that I've spoken with regarding whatever we spoke about, you don't need to make any payments, right? So for the persons who have been sponsored, it's just the same. We'll continue for Tuesday from today. Now I'm going to give you a 20-minute break. And then after 20 minutes, we're going to try and go through the rest of the question. So we have about um, 18 questions to go. So we'll go through the rest of the questions. All right. So go take your 20 minutes, 24 minutes break, and then we try as best as possible to go through the rest of the question. Get some juice, get something to eat, and move about, and then we'll come back after. Okay, darlings?
Miss, at 20 minutes
Yes,
break.
miss.
Go
Yes,
again,
miss.
Michaela.
Miss, is it 20 minutes break we got?
I'm giving you 20 minutes. I'm giving you 23 minutes. So go and get some refreshments. All right. So we switch things up a bit because I want to ensure that as we go through the question, you're learning. So instead of going through it at jet speed, we slow down a bit and take it step by step. And we do the part 2 to this on Tuesday. All right. So making sure that everyone gets something under their belts and ready for the exam. So we're not rushing through, we're taking our time. Okay, darling?
Yes, miss.
All right, lovely. Go on now. You can come off if you want, whatever, however you want to go, or you can just mute your microphones and put your phones on or whatever. All right, go get yourself refreshed. What? No. No. No.
too many ups